What's going on, guys? Thanks back here with another top 9 Easter eggs of that episode of The Flash, starting off at number 9. Julian Albert is Barry's new lab partner, and by new I mean the new timeline that Barry is in, because Barry reset the timeline twice now in this season, and it's kind of messy. But anyways, Julian Albert and Barry don't like each other, and some people actually speculated online that Julian Albert could be Alchemy, and the only reason why they say that is because his name is similar to the comics. But on to number 8. Barry goes to see Felicity and tells her all the changes, like how Iris is angry at Joe for not telling her about Francine, and how Cisco is going through a grief support because his brother died and Barry didn't help him whatsoever, and he didn't even try to go back and save Dante, which is understandable because I don't even think that Barry from that timeline would want to, because of the colossal effects that it could cause. And as the episode progresses, Barry explains to Team Flash what happened, and they start to forgive each other, which is a good step. Number 7. Edward Claris from this timeline gets visions from Flashpoint, and Alchemy recruits him and gives him super speed. So this is kind of weird because we only know super speed can happen from like getting struck by the lightning bolt that Barry got struck by, or in Wally's case, he was in a car race and then after he got struck by a lightning bolt, but no matter what, it involved a lightning bolt and super speed particles and all this stuff. And anyways, it required the right chemicals, but there was no chemical reaction or anything that happened that this episode that could have done that. Number 6. Barry gets a speedster talk from Jay Garrick when he was about to reset the timeline again, and it was pretty awesome how Jay Garrick like reached into the time stream that Barry was creating and then pulled him out, and they had this chat about how Barry can't fix the space-time continuum once it's broken, and he can't put it back together again. Number 5. Barry does a new speedster move whenever he's fighting the rival in Alchemy. The rival has he has Barry dead in his tracks, and Barry is fighting for life, and then after Vibe helps him out, which is also pretty neat, and Barry does like a 360 circle move, and then he super punches rival, and that stops him. Number 4. Alchemy's cult meeting looks pretty sinister, and he's not alone. There are 4 other people that are worshipping that thing that kind of looks like an obelisk, and I'm pretty sure this has something to do with how he gets his powers. Maybe he worships and gets a certain amount of powers for a certain amount of time. Anyways, there's 4 other people, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna either meet them or they're gonna have something to do with the plot as the season progresses. Number 3. Alchemy said that he's preparing the world, and Barry believes that Alchemy, when he said that, wants to give everyone who had powers in Flashpoint, like all the villains, powers in this timeline. And that could be really bad for Barry because he would have like a lot of fighting to do. Number 2. Caitlin Snow seems the most normal out of everyone whenever Barry comes to this timeline, but as we figure out, she actually has cold powers that Killer Frost had from last season on Earth too, and that's pretty cool because it's just going to be like a crime fighting unit. There's going to be Vibe, there's going to be Flash, and there's going to be her, and they're all going to have their unique set of powers, and they're going to be able to fight crime together. So that's going to be something cool that we're going to explore as the season goes on. Number 1. The new timeline has prison cells for metas, which is a big improvement, and this is at Iron Heights we're talking about. And whenever Joe was talking about questioning Claris, I'm guessing he was talking about whenever he went to Iron Heights. Maybe they don't have that kind of sketchy prison set up in Star Labs again. And it looks like a speedster came out at Claris at the very end and grabbed him, and like a lot of people are thinking that this is Savitar. He's a speedster from the comics, and apparently he's like really badass, and he has a bunch of powers that Barry doesn't even think about or imagine about having. But this is going to be another thing that we're going to see in the season, and it's just going to be cool how Alchemy is like recruiting all these villains, and he has like this villain squad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this top 9, and next episode I'm pretty sure we're going to see Harry and his daughter come back. I'm not quite sure, and they're coming back from Earth 2. Oh, and I forgot to mention, next week I am going to upload my video a little bit later on during the week because I have some things to do. So watch out for that, and I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.